All right. Okay, wow. So Witcher 4 trailer is out here. I'm super excited about that. I played the first game back in 1997. So yeah, I was just going to start it up here now.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkably young lass with much grace.
That looks like a woman sitting there. Well, that is a woman, but that is a woman. Yeah, yeah, it looks like Ciri.
But does that for us? Even art of gold. You've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty. Darling. Sweeten. Today's the day. Ye fill out your destiny.
Oh, she doesn't look healthy. She looks sad. Bet they're gonna sacrifice her. Yeah, they're gonna sacrifice her. She looks very, very scared and sad. That's her father. Also sad.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
Oh, there she is. There's Ciri.
Witcher? Witcher! Whose mind did ye
So she is a Witcher now. Okay.
Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is by the gods.
No!
Doesn't really look like her. Unless they alter her appearance. But I liked her voice. She sounded kind of badass. Even though I would like to play a male character, but as long as the female character is badass as well, so I don't mind it. It looks really good. It's got exactly the same vibes as the other games. That's very good.
Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself!
Ooh. Yep.
Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
It's something that tries to manipulate her mind. Ooh, cool. That looks badass. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. She pulled like a power from Earth. There's the music. Nice. Nice. Oh. I guess dinner is served. Man, it looks good.
She were to go to the woods. The chosen one. It's tradition.
Okay.
No, no, no.
Why did that happen?
It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
All right. All right, that was it, I guess. Well, yeah, so wow. How about that? Well, that looks really good. I can't deny that. I mean, they know what they're doing, CD Projekt Red. No doubt about that. However, I was hoping to be able to actually play a male character, but that's the way I am. I enjoy playing characters that I can somehow relate to a little bit more. With that said, I don't mind actually having really badass protagonists. We all love alien movies with Ripley, and the latest alien movie with that badass woman, she was freaking cool, man. We don't need to mention there's several badass women out there. There's no denying that. One of them are my mom. She is the best in the world. But when I'm going to play a video game, let's put it like this. If I'm able to create my own character, I will create a male character, usually with beard or something that looks kind of like the Witcher Geralt. Like when I was playing Throne of Liberty, I actually made a copy of Geralt. So yeah. Anyway, I was hoping that the developers here would actually make Witcher 4 a game where you can make your own character, your own Witcher, and that Geralt would be our mentor. I would think that would be really, really cool. But I guess that ain't gonna happen. We are going to play as Ciri. However, but there was something about Ciri in Witcher 3, something about her voice that I just didn't enjoy listening to. Minor things. She sounded often like she was annoyed. And if I'm going to play a female protagonist, I would like her to look a little bit more menacing and badass, which I was very positive to see here. I mean, we're going to take a look here. We're going to go back. I mean, here we have a face that is both beautiful, but she looks tough. You know what I'm talking about? She looks more mature as well. It looks like she has been through a lot, but it's just something about her face. She's not like one of those model good looking persons, because those characters are having a problem with those. I think they've actually found a face that is spot on for a badass female character that is supposed to be a Witcher. That's just my take on it. She looks exactly like I would like a Witcher female to look like. I mean, what about these eyes? This looks freaking awesome. Looks really cool, badass. How they are glowing in the dark. Especially this image here. Just this image alone, it's freaking cool. And look at her face, man. That's a face that says, I'm gonna kick your freaking ass, and I'm gonna do it as brutal as possible. Also, the design of the monsters, that is something that I highly enjoyed while playing the first games. I played the first game. I was waiting for it. I heard about it a couple of years before it released in 2007, I think it was. The first thing that struck me when I was playing the first game was the aesthetic and the design. It was very, very new, very fresh and unusual. And that is because it's based on Polish lore and Polish fantasy. And they have a different approach than the Western fantasy genre and developers. I thought back then it was really refreshing. It was really dark and menacing, and as well as the enemies. The enemies were, back then, I thought the enemies were really, really creepy, man. I mean, there's something really disturbing about this. Look at the eye here. Everything looks very, very freaky, man. I mean, if you met this in the forest, it would be, I would have been like 2 or 3 kilos lighter because all the poop that I would release, and then I would probably die. This is one of the coolest monsters I've seen this year in a video game. And I'm the kind of person that's looking forward to reading about the monsters, especially if there's a book with monsters. You can just read about every monster. I would buy it instantly. I really enjoy looking at the different details that we can see on characters here. Just the noticing of the eyebrows here with extra long hair that you usually see on older folks. Almost like me sometimes if I don't trim my eyebrows. But I really like how everything looks so... It's my kind of game. I've always liked the darker versions of game, especially Diablo 2. That's one of my favorite games. And how everything is visually with the details. We can look here with the hair. Here we can see that there's like a lot of drop under her nose. She just drank this. And we didn't see, I didn't see it actually first in the trailer, but you can see here that it's so powerful that they're actually coming nosebleed. She actually gets a nosebleed, and all her veins starting to show up in her face. So this actually makes her much stronger, but it also makes her see in the dark. And this is actually pretty cool. She is pulling something from the mountain, like a source of force. And she throws it as an electrical power, just like the Star Wars Force. But I guess she has her own power here. That is also a detail I missed. She cuts it almost in half and then she punches it. That's really cool. And how she's using the chain to give the chain an extra power and almost like a force in it to control the monster here, so she can cut the head off. And there it is. I still wonder what happened here, though. Why did they... Yeah, of course, that's how stupid of me. It was the other guys. They stabbed her because they thought we have to please the gods. And freaking man, how sad. I feel sorry for the dad. You can see how he tried to... you can see how he got hit because he tried to defend his daughter from getting killed. And that fucking mob back there, people that he knew from the village from before, just think about that. People that he's most likely grown up with and seen growing up besides him, attacked him to kill his daughter. That's pretty brutal, man. That's the world of the Witcher. That's one thing that I like about this game. It's very, very dark, and it has many serious plots and many serious and sad stories. We all remember Witcher 3 with the Red Baron. One of the absolute best side quests I've ever played in a video game. Yeah, so what about it? What do you think about this? Do you think that this is going to be a good Witcher game? Do you care if you're going to play as this character, or was you hoping to play a male character or a Geralt maybe? We all knew that Geralt most likely wouldn't show up again, and to be honest, I actually wanted to play a new character. With that said, I was hoping for a male character, but as long as the character is well written and there's no annoying political statements in the game that they somehow put in to teach us and lecture us, then I'm completely fine playing as a female character, as long as he's tough, badass, and freaking cool. That's all that matters, you know, because that's what we all want when we play video games. We just want to escape reality. And how do we escape reality sometimes? We just sit down, take our controller, our mouse and keyboard, and we just disappear into a game. And in that game, we don't want to be reminded of stuff that goes on in the real world, at least not political statements. That's one of the worst things you can put in a video game, and try to teach and lecture people about social norms and everything like that. If you're gonna have social norms or political statements in a game, they have to be based on the world the game is taking part in. Like in this place, a fantasy game based on Polish lore. And the social structures in this game is that the elves is outcast. Nobody likes the elves. They hate them and they are very racist towards the elves. As well towards Witchers. Everybody hates Witcher, more or less. They only want help from Witchers when there is a monster to be taken care of. With that said, what do you think? Leave a comment, let me know what you think, and me personally, I'm a little bit invested now in this game, gotta say. I'm looking forward to see how it will turn out, because this was only a cinematic trailer, so let me know in comments what you think about this, and I'll see you later.
All right.